Check for myself because I can't find that thing over there.
There's the right one. Oh, she sent it to me and you, I guess, because it came close. Yes. So I thought, yeah, I was crap.
Thank you.
Anybody else need to sign?
No, everybody signed you.
Are we double or nothing on that, on those beverages?
Yeah.
I still think it's easy.
Next Monday is the 22nd meeting, and then it's the next quarter, and then they send it.
All right, good evening. I've got 7 o'clock. I'm going to call to order the September 11th, 2025 Shelby County Board meeting. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for a wonderful day. Bless all those in attendance here tonight. Guide us to make good decisions in for the county, and let us all have safe travels home. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. And if you could, just have a moment of silence, September 11th, in honor of the day, please. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Teresa Bain, Tim Brown,
Here.
Carol Cole, Julie Edwards, Chrissy Grant, here, Jeff Gregg,
Here.
Clay Hardy, Keith McCormick, Christine Matlock, here, Ted Mayhall,
Here.
Tricia Miller, here, James Mitchell, Tim Morse,
Here.
Gene Price,
Here.
Austin Pritchard,
Here.
Sonny Ross,
Here.
Larry Seifert,
Here.
Don Tate,
Here.
Christy Wofford, here, Brett Wallace,
Here.
Judy Wood, here, Chad Yannis.
Here.
Thank you. Move on to item 4, discussion and vote to approve board minutes from the August 14th, 2025 meeting. I have a motion on this. Got Mr. Yancey in the back. I've got Ms. Matlock in the corner. Any discussion on the minutes? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Item 5, move on to public body comment. Yes, ma'am.
On Monday, Tim Morse came into my office to discuss my fiscal year 26 budget. I told him my budget was straightforward and didn't require much discussion. He asked about the number of employees I had and then brought up the line item for deputy clerks. That's when I became frustrated and told him that this line item wasn't up for discussion. The county board passed a union contract giving my employee a 17.19% raise over 15 months. And that doesn't include the additional increase from the county paying 100% for health insurance premiums, which brings that raise to 19.43%. The truth is, I sent an email to this board and the state's attorney on December 16, 2024, attaching an attorney general opinion that clearly states the county board does not have the authority to negotiate a union contract for the treasurer's office. Ruth Woolery responded but she only mentioned that department heads would be notified of the negotiation dates, something I was never told. The AG opinion S-487 makes it clear a county board does not have the power to enter into a collective bargaining agreement wherein the rate of compensation of employees of the county treasurer is fixed. The relevant statute, 55 ILCS 5/3-1003, states that the treasurer shall appoint their own deputies and personnel and set their salaries subject to budgetary limitations set by the county board. Not one of you responded to my email, and this AG opinion and state statute were ignored, and my ability to be fiscally responsible was undermined. For anyone on this board to question my budget line item that you increased without any discussion with me nor with my consent is unacceptable. Tim Brown was the only board member to vote against the outrageous raises given to county employees. I told Tim Morse that none of you are looking people in the eye and taking the hard-earned money of taxpayers and hearing their complaints about their rising property taxes. I looked at property tax increases over the past 2 years for one property in each community, and here's what I found. Cowden, 6.96% increase. Windsor, 11.17. Sigel, 11.38. Strasburg, 15.62. Shelbyville, 16.29. Okanee, 17.42. Herrick, 20.21. Stewartson, 20.64. Mowequa, 20.05. Finley, 22.89. Tower Hill, 32.96. Property taxes have increased dramatically, so we can give county employees 18% raises over a 15-month period. The union contract also locked in taxpayers covering 100% of the health insurance premiums and the employees covering zero, which adds even more to the wage increase, while the people we are supposed to be serving are paying increased insurance premiums. This is nothing more than pension spiking on the back of taxpayers. You are out of touch with the hardworking people of this county. I told Tim Morse that the people we serve are not getting 18% wage increases. He said he wasn't involved in the negotiations, and when I asked if he voted for the contract, he said, probably. Did he vote on something without fully understanding the consequences? How many of you read the contract and truly understood what you were approving? How many of you think it's acceptable to take 18% or more from the taxpayers and give it to less than 100 employees? One employee in this county has received a 57% raise in 2 years. Who's questioning that? No one. I am angry that my responsibility as an elected official to be fiscally responsible was taken away from me. As a taxpayer, I am furious that this board passed a contract that is not only fiscally irresponsible, but also burdens future generations. It's time for the people of Shelby County to know the truth. Thank you.
Thank you. Public body comment?
Thank you. There's been ongoing criticism directed at the current county treasurer alleging she has not generated sufficient interest income on county funds. These criticisms are perplexing, particularly given the lack of concern during the previous treasurer's tenure, despite the fact for years all county funds were kept solely in a basic savings account yielding minimal returns. To put it in perspective, in the final 3 years of the former treasurer's term, the total interest earned was just $40,910.53. That's a 3-year total. After assuming office, the current treasurer conducted a thorough review of the statutes governing her responsibilities and began diversifying investments beyond a traditional savings account. As a result of this change in approach, the county earned $278,762.97 in interest over her first 3 years in office, an increase of approximately 680% compared to her predecessor. This significant improvement was acknowledged in the first 2 county audits conducted under her leadership. To date, just under 7 years into her tenure, the current treasurer's investment strategy has generated a total of $1,302,835.40 in interest. Let me repeat that number. $1,302,835.40 in earned interest that directly benefits the county. In contrast to these results, it is troubling to hear that at least 2 current county board members approached a former county clerk office employee during work hours and in the courthouse to encourage her to run against the treasurer. I won't name names, but you know who you are. This kind of behavior amounts to electioneering and is both unethical and inappropriate, especially in the government workplace. It raises further concern that the county clerk did not intervene to stop this activity in her office. When the employee declined to run, Citing her belief that the treasurer was doing a good job, those same individuals reportedly floated Plan B, backing Don DeBolt to run for treasurer with an understanding that he would retire after 2 years so they could appoint this employee to the position. Is it any wonder that she chose to leave employment by the county, given that she faced workplace pressure, political maneuvering, and criticisms for simply maintaining professional relationships with colleagues? She would be more than willing to speak directly with anyone interested in hearing about her experience, including those in the public, those watching via video. You can see me after the meeting or contact me for her contact information. Lastly, in response to Erica's comments regarding the recently ratified union contract, I must ask, who was representing the taxpayers at the negotiating table? Union employees were backed by their stewards and legal counsel. Taxpayers, on the other hand, rely on this board, our elected official, and the state's attorney to advocate on our behalf. So who was advocating for the people footing the bill? Who worked to find a reasonable middle ground rather than conceding to every demand? Who thought it was fiscally responsible to approve 15 to 20% pay raises over just 12 to 18 months while shifting 100% of employee health insurance premiums onto the taxpayers? Let's be honest, very few of county taxpayers have received pay increases anywhere near that magnitude in the past year and a half, or have their entire health insurance premiums covered by their employer. And yet this board has placed that very burden squarely on the taxpayer's shoulders. Did anyone research or put pencil to paper to determine the long-term financial implications of these decisions, particularly the impact on the county's IMRF and Social Security obligations? Again, all on the back of taxpayers. I do want to say thank you to County Board Member Tim Brown for having the integrity, courage to vote no on what was clearly a one-sided contract. Thank you, Tim.
Public body comment?
Oh, I'm going to speak. I want to make it very clear, when I was told that somebody had been asked in the county clerk's office to run for treasurer, I said, this is the elections office and I don't want to hear that in here. Now, I don't set out and hover over the employees, but I was told about that, and once again, I said to all my staff, this is the elections office, we do not discuss that in here. And I said, whatever you do, I don't want to hear it. And there's, I'm going to say this, yes, there were things put out there, but there are two sides to every story. I was never approached about this employee's concerns or anything about her employment, and that's all I'm going to say about that. But I did, as soon as it was mentioned to me that she had been talked to, I shut that down, because that's not appropriate in the elections office.
Public body comment? Public body comment? Public body comment? Okay. Moving on to item 6, Kinsey Stewart, who's the manager of Shelby County Farm Bureau. Discussion and vote to approve the Allies in Agriculture resolution. Have a motion on that, please. That's not live.
Hi, my name is Kinsey Stewart. I am the manager of the Shelby County Farm Bureau. I have with me a couple of board members this evening that wanted to discuss with you the Allies in Agriculture, that you have all been given the resolution beforehand, and I do have paper copies if you would like one as well. Let me know and I can bring it around. But Austin Rinker will introduce himself, maybe the other board members too, and go in a little bit more detail about this.
Yeah, good evening. It's good to be here. I serve on the Shelby County Farm Bureau Board. I'm here with Jim Hampton and our president, Steve Kessler. As I said, I serve on our county board. I've been a director there for over 10 years. The Shelby County Farm Bureau represents over 1,000 farms in our county. I'd like to thank you for the opportunity of sharing our thoughts and going through this evening. I'm here to ask for your support of the agricultural resolution on our agenda. Passage of this resolution states the significance of agriculture to our county, and it shows the county's support to our industry. Agriculture is one of the oldest industries in our county. It provides fuel and food to our community, nation, and world. In total, there are more than 71,000 farms in Illinois. and 1,199 of those farms reside within our great county. Multi-generational families take care of the land within the county. I am myself a fourth-generation farmer. We care about what we do and how we do it, and how it impacts our neighbors and environment. A few figures that I think are worth mentioning: 26% of the jobs are supported by agriculture here, right in Shelby County. That is an estimated 2,150 jobs. Agriculture and related industries generate total sales and output estimated at $335 billion. And farm and property provide 50.6% of taxable value to this county. This revenue provides services to all residents within the county. In closing, I believe this resolution signifies the county board's support of Shelby County, agriculture, and farmers. It recognizes the contributions of agriculture to our county, and it further signifies the county is open to and welcoming of agriculture to the county. Thank you, and I would appreciate your support this evening.
Thank you. Anybody have any comments or questions, discussions on this? Anybody not get a chance to go through this resolution? Okay. We'll see none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Resolution passes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Moving on to item 7. This county highway engineer's report was sent. Item 7 is discussion and vote to approve the following items. A supplemental engineering agreement with HLR Engineering for structure 087-3198 over Richland Creek in Clarksburg Township on TR 313, estimated cost of $45,000. Item B is engineering agreement with Gonzalez Engineering for structure 087-3069 over Sorghum Branch Creek in Flat Branch Township on TR 49, estimated cost $70,500. Item C is the permanent fee schedule. D, authorization to utilize ox cart permitting system. And E, begin the bid process pending results of a grant application for repairs on the Finley Bridge bearings, which is structure 087-3001. Have a motion on these items, please. And Mr. Wallace has a second. Mr. Morse. Yes, sir.
As far as details on these, 7A is a structure around the Hidden Springs area, and this will be paid through Township Bridge Program. It is fully reimbursable to the county. And this is a project that it's been started years ago by my predecessor, and it's progressing very well, and hope to construct it hopefully next year. But it was started and it was stopped because we just were without an engineer for a few years, and so to bring it back up to speed and everything, it's going to take some money to get everything up to policy, switch everything over to the current way things are going to be and how it's funded. So asking for approval to move forward with that engineering agreement. You want me to go through all of those? Okay. The engineering agreement with Gonzalez Engineering for structure 087-3069 over Sorghum Branch is a structure in Flat Branch Township, just a dilapidated structure that is weight posted and just in need of replacement. Happy to entertain any questions you have regarding it. This is the same funding source, Township Bridge, state program that will reimburse the county 100% for the costs. There's a permit fee schedule. You guys have it. I'm just looking for just recouping some of the costs. It takes time for me or my team to go out and look at all these permits or road use agreements and stuff like that. So we're just looking to recoup a little bit of that is what that is about. An authorization to utilize ox cart permitting system goes along with the permit fee schedule. They will monitor and track and actually keep a record of our permits online in this system. It's a very good system that both of these are built on other counties, other surrounding counties. The permit fee schedule as well as the permitting system. A number of counties are doing these same things. I'm just trying to kind of replicate what's going on around us. And E is a bid process for Finley Bridge bearings. They are just getting rusty after, well, the bridge was constructed in 1966, and there's some parts of it that are just getting rusty underneath. Everything is perfectly fine and safe, but it just is in need of a little attention after so many years. So, any questions?
Any questions? Mr. Patador? Okay, thank you. All right, any other questions or discussion? Okay, seeing none, roll call vote on items A through E, please.
Brown,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Grant,
Yes.
Gregg,
Yes.
Matlock,
Yes.
Mayhaw,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Morse,
Yes.
Price,
Yes.
Pritchard,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Seifert,
Yes.
Tate,
Yes.
Wofford,
Yes.
Wallace,
Yes.
Wood,
Yes.
Yanis.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. Move on to item 8, closed session of the county board pursuant to 5 ILCS 120/2 C11 pending litigation. Have a motion on this. Mr. Ross, Mr. Pritchard in the back. Roll call vote, please.
Brown,
No.
Cole,
Yes.
Grant,
Yes.
Gregg,
Yes.
Matlock,
Yes.
Mayhaw,
Yes.
Miller, yes. Morse,
Yes.
Price,
Yes.
Pritchard,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Seifert,
Yes.
Tate,
Yes.
Wofford,
Yes.
Wallace,
Yes.
Wood,
Yes.
Yanis.
Yes.
Motion passes 16 ayes, 1 nay. Brown.
Thank you. Move to closed session.
Start said there's more of us than them.
I mean, we can put everybody in the hallway, that's fine. You guys don't mind going in the hallway?
I know it. These chairs are like
If I sit forward,
Hey, you got your sheet up there, I might know. They do it by software.
I think everybody's back. Everybody's back.
all right, we have a motion to come back out of session, please, Mr. Price. Mr. Walsh, back. Roll call vote, please.
Who is the second?
Take it.
Dante.
Yeah, sorry.
All right. Brown?
What are we voting on, Mr. Chairman?
To come back.
Yes.
Cole?
Yes.
Grant?
Yes.
Gray?
Yes.
Matlock?
Yes.
Mahal?
Yes.
Miller?
Yes.
Morse? Price?
Yes.
Richard?
Yes.
Ross?
Yes.
Seibert?
Yes.
Tate?
Yes.
Wofford?
Yes.
Wallace?
Yes.
Wood?
Yes.
Yanis?
Yes.
Motion passes.
No action was taken in closed session. We move on to item 9, discussion and vote to engage the law firm of Klein, Thorpe, and Jenkins, Limited, to assist with preparation, negotiation, review, and revision of road use agreements for solar and wind farm projects in Shelby County. I have a motion, Mr. Price, Mr. Yantis. Any discussion? Questions? Okay, seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Brown?
Yes.
Cole?
Yes.
Grant?
Yes.
Gray?
Yes.
Matlock?
Yes.
Mahal?
Yes.
Miller?
Yes.
Morse? Price?
Yes.
Richard?
Yes.
Ross?
Yes.
Seibert?
Yes.
Tate?
Yes.
Wofford?
Yes.
Wallace?
Yes.
Wood?
Yes.
Yanis?
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. On item 10, discussion of vote to participate in the Secondary Manufacturers National Opioid Settlement and Purdue Bankruptcy Plan. Can I have a motion on this? Mr. Ross, motion. I've got Ms. Wood on the second. Any discussion or questions on this item? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Moving on to item 11, which is discussion of vote to approve a resolution in support of CEFS and the federal program services CEFS provides to the residents of the county. Can I have a motion on this, please? From Ms. Matlock, and I have Ms. Miller. The resolution was sent out in advance of the read-aheads. Did you have anything that you'd like to add while you're here? No? Ms. Miller, do you have anything you'd like to add on this?
CFS is a good program that services Shelby County and several counties. This isn't the only county board this resolution has been sent out to. It's been sent out to 7 county boards that CEFS serves. And basically, the funding helps in all kinds of areas, heat and electric, transportation. It's in my opinion, a very needed program for our county. And so it's been sent out to the boards so people will show support that the funding that we are hoping to receive, the full funding for CEFS that they have received in the past.
Thank you. Just an overview of the items that do support here in the county. The Community Services Block Grant, Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program, the Home Weatherization Assistance Program, Head Start, Housing and Urban Development, Retired and Senior Volunteer Program, Rural Public Transportation, the Workforce Innovation and Opportunities Act, the Senior Nutrition and Transportation, and the Senior Health Insurance Program. So, with that, any other discussion or questions? Okay, seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. Resolution passes. Move on to item 12, which is discussion and vote to approve the proposed budget amendments and appropriation transfers in the CEFS budget to fund the P-COM position. I have a motion on this. I've got Ms. Matlock, Mr. Pritchard. Any additional discussion or questions carried over from last month on this topic? Yes, sir.
What is the P-COM position?
It's the oversight management position for the CEFS public transit system.
Okay.
We hired that 4 months ago, maybe.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other discussion or questions? Seeing none, roll call vote, please.
Brown,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Grant,
Yes.
Gregg,
Yes.
Matlock,
Yes.
Mayhall,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Morse,
Yes.
Price,
Yes.
Pritchard,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Seifert,
Yes.
Kate,
Yes.
Wofford,
Yes.
Wallace,
Yes.
Wood,
Yes.
Yanis.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. On to item 13, which is discussion and vote to approve the surplus for disposal of a 2003 Falcon F360 rigid hull inflatable boat, which has an HIN of UA-QRK 30889L203, due to separated seam that cannot be repaired. Have a motion on that, Mr. Wallace and Mr. Price. Any questions? Yes, sir.
If it's busted at the seam, how are we gonna sell it?
It's for disposal.
Just disposal? Started saying we wouldn't be liable if somebody took it out. They drowned and it's because of our boat, you know? Okay.
The camera's off. All right. Sorry about that.
Ran dead.
I'm not sure why it would be off because everything appears to be on. I got an image here. So.
My images. I have an image.
Is it the sound? Because everything seems to be.
Yes.
No. Sound's working.
Okay. Because everything seems to be. I can hear myself, so it must be okay. Okay, any other discussion on the seamless boat? Okay, seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Moving on to item 14, discussion and vote to approve the resolutions to transfer parcels from the county of Shelby as trustee to the new owners as listed. 0723-16-14-304-010 to Stoneway LLC, Valeria Espinoza for $2,100. Item 0723-16-14-312-006 to Piggy Bank Investment Properties LLC for $2,523. And parcel 1208-03-05-112-007 to the Village of Findlay for $809. I have a motion on this item, please. Mr. Tate, Ms. Matlock. Any questions? Okay, seeing none, is that roll call? Yeah, we'll do roll call.
Okay. Brown,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Grant,
Yes.
Gregg,
Yes.
Matlock,
Yes.
Mayhall,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Morse,
Yes.
Price,
Yes.
Pritchard,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Seifert,
Yes.
Tate,
Yes.
Wofford,
Yes.
Wallace,
Yes.
Wood,
Yes.
Yanis.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. Moving on to item 15, committee reports. Any updates from committees? Yes, sir.
I recently attended the Regional Office of Education. I sit on that board. I have 21 copies of their annual report. If anybody would like to have a copy, I brought them for you. It's just an annual report of what the Regional Office of Education does for Shelby County and its whole region. So.
Thank you. Anybody else? Any report? Or updates? No? Okay, I'm going to move on to then item 16, which is chairman updates and correspondence. The clerk, Mr. Gregg, and I met with the health insurance provider last week. It was kind of a year in review. You know, our contract is due for signing. It was very insightful, a lot more information than I expected to get. You know, kind of the idea of where the claims come from, the insurance being self-insured. I got an education on what that process looks like for myself. In the course of the conversation, though, they did bring to light a series of cost containment options and opportunities that have existed, and they presented those to us again to consider those cost containment opportunities. And so I believe we received an email yesterday to come back to the table to revisit what some of those cost containments are. But in summary, I was explaining to Mr. Ross the other day, one of them was an expansion of providers that could actually reduce the out-of-pockets for not only the employees, but also reduce the claims amount from the county just by expanding some of the providers available. The gist of it was, these are providers, Springfield Clinic and some others, that already have pre-negotiated rates that if they bring them into the fold, they could reduce the cost. And they gave some examples of what that could look like. And the other was bringing in another co-insurer that would actually reduce the county's out-of-pocket on claims, and that was immediate. And the number that was tossed out there was 12% on the reduction of our out-of-pocket claims cost from the county standpoint. So I'm not sure exactly everything that they'll bring, but certainly seemed as if there were some opportunities there to expand options and reduce costs, not only for our employees, but also the county on the self-insurance side of it. So we did have a conversation last week with Lauterbach and Amon, as well as Sickich, as it relates to the progress on fiscal year 23 audit, and they have begun the handoff from the pre-audit firm, which is Sickich, to the audit firm, which is Lauterbach and Amon. And so I believe that they said they were going to start making contact with most department heads almost immediately, so some have actually probably already been contacted to begin their field work on the fiscal year 23 audit. Accompanying with that, which has become the norm, is the monthly check-in from IDOT. And so looped into that process now are both firms, and they have been very helpful in responding back to IDOT on the progress and where we stand on the audits, just to see when we have a get-well date on getting our audits up to speed. The intent is, as soon as Sickich has passed off everything to Lauterbach and Amon for 23, they will immediately begin engaging for 24 to begin the pre-audit work to get the receivables from there. Once Lauterbach is done in 23, they will immediately move into 24. The intent was to be somewhere around the first of the year to begin the completion and the handoff on the second one. So ideally, we get close to being caught up with fiscal year 25 in a timely manner, but Sickich has gone ahead and requested an extension for 24 and for 25 just in case. So they went ahead and got those taken care of for us. And then fiscal year 26 budget planning is underway. I want to thank the committee for the work they've put in. It was decided that the committee members would then reach out to other board members, and the other board members that joined the committee members to visit with the department heads. It was appreciated. I've heard from several department heads just thank you for the engagement, thank you for the touch point. and coming out and showing an interest in their process and what it is that they need. So I've heard from a lot of the folks saying thank you on that. But again, I would express my gratitude. We actually had a joint visit this week, and both of us can commiserate just a little bit based on the process that we went through last year, that this is much easier to begin that process and to do it in August and September versus waiting until late October and coming in here just before Thanksgiving. So we appreciate that. The intent is to bring the budget to the board in the October meeting to put it out there for public viewing with the hopes of getting it passed in November, in the early part of November, since it goes into effect December 1st. So for the board members that didn't have a chance to team up with one of the committee members on this, I would reach out to one of the committee members. If you want to know what the committee list is, I can definitely get it to you. Just to get an idea where we stand based on the different departments. Also, take a look at the revenues, which I believe were sent out again last Friday, just the anticipated revenues on the general fund as well as the special funds to get an idea what the anticipated numbers are coming in. Again, departmental questions, get with one of the committee members, and I have a list, and it was in the minutes from our meeting the other day of which committee members met with which department heads. And so those of us that met with those are pretty well versed on where their budget stands and the items that they have in there. And then revenue side of that, question specific would be, for the treasurer for sure on her estimates for where we stand for the fiscal year 26. But that will be coming to the board through committee next month. And so if you do have questions in advance, just to help make sure that we're there, by all means, reach out to one of us and we'll help with that understanding as well. With that, we'll move on to item 17, which is chairman appointments. And those are Jolene Byers, Commissioner of OPD Drainage District, trustee for a 3-year term. Joshua Collenberg, Commissioner of Combined Drainage District number 2 in the town of Tower Hill for a 3-year term. L. Curtis Corzine, Commissioner of the Union Drainage District number 1, Townships of Flat Branch and Assumption for a 3-year term. Peter Dove, Commissioner of Combined Clarksburg and Shelbyville Townships Drainage District number 1 for a 3-year term. Michael Wheeler, Commissioner of Combined Clarksburg and Shelbyville Township Drainage District number 1 to a 2-year term. Tammy Poole to the Mental Health 708 Board to replace Robin Carswell, who resigned, term to expire 1/31/2028. And John Weber, Airport and Landing Fields Commission to replace Paul Kennedy, who resigned, term to expire 6/30/2028. Have a motion on these appointments, please. Ms. Matlock, Mr. Pritchard. Any discussion or questions on this block? Okay, seeing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Appointments passed. Thank you. Moving on to item 18. Any old business? Yes, sir.
You touched on it in chairman updates. I just wanted to put a pin on it. The 22 is finished. 22 audit is finished. Okay. And so Sikich is combining the information to start the 20. They're engaged in the 23 to have it done.
Yeah. So Sikich is done with the pre-audit work, the collection data for 23. I guess as a side note, 23 is not a 12-month audit, it's the 15. That's the year that we extended the fiscal year by 3, and they got approval from the state to incorporate through a letter to do it as one as opposed to a 12-month and a 3-month.
And so they're done with that pre-audit service, so Lauterbach is picking that up, and then Sikich has moved on to 24.
Yes.
They're gathering that information. Okay.
Yes.
And the 24 was due July 25, yes. And so the 25 will be due July 26. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so they will, like I say, they've asked for the extension on 24 as granted, and then they will be likely asking for an extension on that as well.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to move on to 19. I'm sorry, I guess any other old business before we move on. Okay, we'll move on to item 19. Moving payment of the claims. Got a motion by Mr. Ross. A second. Mr. Gray. Ms. Baker's not here, so
Oh,
since you were in the room the most over the past couple of years.
yes. No, everything, there were a few questions about some things, but we got those answered. One cover sheet was not proper, but we got that addressed, and so everything seemed to be in order.
So, any questions? Bills? Seeing none, roll call, please.
Brown,
Yes.
Cole,
Yes.
Grant,
Yes.
Gregg,
Yeah.
Matlock,
Yes.
Mayhall,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Morse,
Yes.
Price,
Yes.
Pritchard,
Yes.
Ross,
Yes.
Seibert,
Yes.
Tate,
Yes.
Wofford,
Yes.
Wallace,
Yes.
Wood,
Yes.
Yanis.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. Move on to item 20, public body comment. Public body comment? Yes, sir.
It's got a few things I want to cover. Ms. Miller, I want to thank you. Our discussion after the meeting out in the parking lot, I give you credit for being honest and admitting you're a hypocrite. I do appreciate honesty. Chairman, last month I asked you why you didn't disclose to the board the meeting you had with the bank president. This was over the finances and investments of the county. Initially, you played dumb as if you had no clue what meeting I was talking about. After calling your bluff to confirm the meeting, but claimed it was private and not for public dissemination. I called your bluff again because you know you were told matters needed to be addressed in a public meeting, not behind closed doors. After asking you for comment on matters in an email, you appeared to have falsely claimed an article is coming about the bank president, along with a claim to the bank president that the reason you did not share the discussion with the full board is that Robert's rules prevent you from doing so. I'm curious, what's the reason for not sharing that conversation with the full board? Is it because it was a private meeting or Robert's rules prevent you from doing it? Because you can't have it both ways. Any comment? Okay. Next item. Is there any status on the recovery of the funds that were allegedly stolen and given to the former assistant state's attorney? Because several of the people in this room said it was illegal, that agreement, settlement agreement, and severance was illegal. So what's the status of the recovery of that money? Haven't seen anything being done to recover this money. But we sure heard a lot of people saying that it was a crime. So what's going on with it? Any comments? No comments. I typically read this next paragraph, a portion of the paragraph, to new board members, county board members, school board members, because it applies to both, the same languages in both statutes. And it's the second paragraph that's important. At each regular and special meeting, which is open to the public, members of the public and employees of the county shall be afforded time, subject to reasonable constraints, to comment to or ask questions of the board. The legislative intent is to get answers to those questions. And that's separate and distinct from the Open Meetings Act. It's a completely separate statute. It's specific to the county code. I don't expect answers on the spot. Some you may be able to, maybe you can't. But the public deserves to have answers to questions, and the reason that law is there is so they can get answers. And it would be nice to get some answers to those questions. I don't have anything else. Thank you. Get all that, Jake?
Public body comment?
I got it.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I don't-
Your time is
I haven't
done.
said
Your time
that,
is done.
Pardon?
Do you have comment?
What's that?
Public body comment?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I don't know about other people, but I never did say that when they gave Ambrosiak 74,000 or whatever the amount was illegal. I just believe that that wasn't the right thing to do. No one has explained to us what we got for the $74,000 plus Social Security. As far as I'm concerned, we got nothing. Just, that's all I got to say.
Public body comment? Public body comment? Public body comment. Okay. We have a motion to adjourn. Mr. Ross, a second. Ms. Cole, all those in favor of adjournment, say aye. Aye. We are adjourned. Thank you. Yep.